Hi dear friends and subscribers, this is your host Ram welcoming you to an early edition of the Cricket Happening Show with the news that England have really surprised everybody here in New Zealand by actually saving the match. As I said yesterday, I was telling that 391 runs, 6 wickets, New Zealand were the ones absolute favourites to actually win the match. Well, let me tell you, it was a match-saving effort from England, absolute full of determination, and especially the man to really thank for would be Matt Pryor, who made an unbeaten 110 for his team of 182 balls with 24s, even though he eschewed. He actually started playing his natural game, even though it was occupation of the crease was very important. But what was there? It was a total team effort yesterday. And England have really pulled a rabbit out of a hat here by actually saving the match, and one would have probably expected that New Zealand would have got that rare test win which has been eluding them since 1983-84, but unfortunately that was not the case. The New Zealand fans had to return home yesterday without any joy there, because England, but one thing I'll tell you, what a spectacle for Test cricket. The last 4 overs were left. In fact, the partnership between Stuart Broad and Matt Pryor had added some valuable runs. In fact, they had pushed the score from 237. That was not very important, but what was very important was staying at the crease. And Stuart Broad made only 6 runs, but he occupied 77 balls. And then Brendan McCullum, just 4 overs before, Kane Williamson was brought into the attack, and Kane Williamson, the right arm off spinner, struck 2 quick blows to actually give hope to New Zealand, because what happened was they were 304 for 7 at that stage. The partnership was pretty frustrating for New Zealand, but what Brendan McCullum did is he brought Kane Williamson on and added some real drama into this last day of the Test series, where what he did is he actually gave the ball to Kane Williamson. The earlier day had picked up 2 wickets of Alistair Cook and Stephen Finn, and today once again Kane Williamson did the job by picking up the wickets first of the very stubborn Chris Broad for 6, and James Anderson identically was also gone for a blob, and that made the score 304 for 9, and the excitement was absolutely tremendous there at Eden Park in Auckland. New Zealand were definitely looking out for that elusive wicket, but well, let me tell you, Monty Panesar was the one who actually saw 4 overs, and it would have been real curtains for England. But Monty Panesar survived 19 deliveries along with Matt Pryor to see to it that England really, for the determination that they showed throughout the whole day, actually saved the match. What a match here! As I said, what a spectacle for Test match. And who says Test cricket is dying? Well, this is what a fare which was served at Eden Park in Auckland on the 5th day and of the final day of this Test series. And let me tell you, well, this was a very well contested Test series after quite a long time between England and New Zealand, where both the captains shared the series 0-0. What a Test series! Absolutely splendid. And let's just talking about what really happened. England actually resumed at the overnight score of 90 for 4 with Ian Bell and Joe Root at the crease. Joe Root also showed a lot of he has a great match temperament, as you know. He actually combined with Bell, and both of them started doing the basically what was very important for England with 391 runs and a whole day to go. What was very important was occupation of the crease, and Ian Bell, as you know, definitely has all the credentials to do that. So he was the one who was really doing it for England along with Joe Root, and Joe Root was also doing very well, giving good support to Ian Bell. As you know, Joe Root also likes to occupy the crease, and both of them did it perfectly till the score reached 150. And as I said, England were absolutely determined. We could see that right from the first ball that England faced from the New Zealand bowling on the 5th day. They were absolutely determined. They had come with a mission that they want to save the Test match, and that's what they precisely did with first Ian Bell and Joe Root actually forming a partnership from 90 for 4. They took the score. They added 60 runs just at the stroke of lunch, which was probably England would have been definitely happy to go for lunch without a wicket being lost, but unfortunately that was not the case. as the new ball was taken, and the new ball was the one who actually did the trick for New Zealand. When first the wicket to go was Joe Root, after really defending well, was gone as Bolt got a ball to swing in, and he was trapped on the pads, and up went the umpire's finger. That was absolutely at the stroke of lunch that Joe Root was dismissed. He was gone for 29. That made the score 150 for 5. Jonathan Bairstow joined Ian Bell after the break, that is after the lunch break, and again it was Jonathan Bairstow, well, he couldn't do much after contributing 6 runs, and this was more joy for New Zealand as they were inching towards the victory here, with Jonathan Bairstow being taken by Taylor off the bowling of Saudi for 6, which made the score 159 for 6. At 159 for 6, probably one would have thought that New Zealand had the match in the bag. But yes, they had Ian Bell at the other end, who was really sticking it out there and not allowing the balls. Ian Bell, what he can do. He is a person who likes to occupy the crease, and he can really frustrate the bowlers, and that's what he was precisely doing. Matt Pryor joined him, and this was the time that Matt Pryor came in very handy for Ian Bell, because both of them put up a very good partnership. But as far as Matt Pryor was concerned, Matt Pryor decided, Matt Pryor normally is a very attacking player, but he decided that he's not going to potter around. As and when any loose delivery was served to him, he started going for the strokes. And if you see his knock, he made an unbeaten 110 of 182 balls, 24. So that would really tell you the tale as to how Matt Pryor played. So he was not really overwhelmed by the situation. He was pretty calm, but he had a very good tight defense. But what was very important was he was keeping the scoreboard moving, and he was playing strokes as and when it presented itself. Any loose balls was dispatched to the fence. Ian Bell really continued, and so that was something which started. As I said, every batsman started showing the determination, and Ian Bell was also doing well. But once again, like what happened before lunch, when England were probably frustrating the New Zealanders, the New Zealand bowlers struck at the right moment. Just before tea, they lost a very important wicket of Ian Bell, who actually was caught by Saudi. Now this was a ball which was angled across Ian Bell, and Ian Bell could have definitely let that ball go harmlessly past to the wicket keeper, but he didn't do that. He actually tickled at it, and Tim Southee in the slips took the catch. And Ian Bell, after making a very good, a very valuable 75 with 9 fours, walked back to the pavilion with the England score at tea reading 237 for 7. But after that, there was only the final session left, and New Zealand would have expected that they are going to wrap it up pretty quickly with Matt Pryor and Stuart Broad at the crease. But let me tell you, Matt Pryor and Stuart Broad had other ideas. What they did, they really buckled down to the task, and especially Stuart Broad, even though he likes to play strokes, and he's been a lot of things have been talked about him, that he has not lived up to the real title of an all-rounder. But what Stuart Broad did, he came very handy. In fact, their only goal was that they have to actually save this test match, and this was the particular partnership which actually saved England. Because if you look at the partnership took the score from 237 to 304, but what was important was playing a lot of balls, occupation of the crease. And Stuart Broad, if you look at his knock, he had 6 runs of 77 balls with only 1 boundary. So that was what Stuart Broad played a role along with Matt Pryor. And Matt Pryor, one has to say that luck favors the brave, and also one should also say that Matt Pryor made a statement during the test match that England played the hard way. Yes, he definitely did the hard way. Not only that, luck also favored him, as one of the balls from Neil Wagner, he actually fended at it. The ball took the glove and actually went and hit the stumps with lots of force. But see the luck of Matt Pryor, the bails did not fall down. The bails did not fall down, England did not fall down. Matt Pryor went on to make an unbeaten 110. And this was the partnership which Stuart Broad really saved England. Yes, not taking away any credit away from all the batsmen who played, like Ian Bell, Joe Root, Matt Pryor, Stuart Broad. And everything was, and New Zealand would have definitely lost hope now. because the score had actually reached 304 with only 4 overs to go. And Brendan McCullum, the captain, who has been a very successful captain, what he did, he immediately brought a very, very close in field and put the pressure on the batsman, and actually brought Kane Williamson, the right-arm off spinner, into the attack. And Kane Williamson, the right-arm off spinner, really gave New Zealand hope once again, as what he did is he picked up 2 quick wickets. First, he actually broke the stubborn partnership between Matt Pryor and Broad, when Broad, after being so patient, he was forced to actually, play half-cock forward. And what he did is, during that half-Broad, he actually took the edge of the bat, and Taylor took the catch. And he was walking for 6, and in came James Anderson, and New Zealand was sensing that something is out to happen, because England were down to their tail enders. But James Anderson also perished in the same over. In fact, with the 5th delivery, the first ball actually Anderson blocked, but the 5th delivery, Anderson was a walker, as he also did what Stuart Broad did, trying to play. He didn't go fully forward. He went half forward, and the edge was once again taken by Taylor, and Anderson was walking for a duck, and that made the score 304 for 9. The New Zealand fans were absolutely ecstatic, because they were sensing that New Zealand are going to pull off this win. Only 4 overs to go on the whole day, on the 5th day, or the final day of the Test series. Monty Panesar was along with Pryor. There was a lot of talking going on between Matt Pryor and Panesar. Brendan McCullum really put the pressure on, bringing 7 to 8 fielders to the close cordon, and also seeing to it that in the last ball Matt Pryor did not take a single, and they had Monty Panesar on strike. But Monty Panesar, what he did is something that he will remember for quite a long time. He actually gave good support to Matt Pryor, surviving those 4 overs along with Matt Pryor, and finally England had saved this match. What a heroic match this has been. And Matt Pryor, let me tell you, he has been very consistent in this series, and he has shown what a great wicket-keeper batsman he is for England. He had an unbeaten 110 to his name with 24s, and as I said, there was absolute excitement, in the sense people were very, very tensed up over there in the stands in Eden Park in Auckland, and they were just, everyone, 1 wicket to go, 4 overs to go. New Zealand could have won the match. It could have been either a New Zealand win or a draw. But Monty Panesar, one has to credit him. He saw some balls which were edged, but he saw to it that, and Trent Boult was the one who was bowling the last over. But luckily for England, Monty Panesar survived. He was not out on 2. But the man who did that was Matt Pryor. Luck favored the brave. He did it the hard way. England, let me credit them for the determination, and this will go down as one of those match-saving innings that Matt Pryor played for his team. Not out on 110 of 182 balls. As I said, he was not overawed by the situation. If you see his knock, in his knock of 110, he had 20 boundaries. So that really tells you how exactly Matt Pryor played. Monty Panesar, I will also be very happy with this effort, not out on 2, surviving 5 deliveries. Now let's look at the bowling figures for the New Zealanders. And New Zealand, as I said, their rare Test victory, the rare Test series victory, was thwarted by these English batsmen. Trent Boult, 29 overs, 13 maidens, 55 runs and 1 wicket. Tim Southee, 30 overs, 6 maidens, 2 for 77. 39 overs, 18 maidens, 74 runs and no wicket. Bruce Martin. Neil Wagner, 25 overs, 8 maidens, 61 runs and 2 wickets. And Kane Williamson, who actually started giving hope to New Zealanders at the end of the day of this, on the final day of the Test series. 20 overs, 8 maidens, 44 runs and 4 wickets, and the 3-match series was drawn 0-0. What a Test series we had! But as I said, New Zealand are the ones who have taken all the positive. Also, one has to credit on a 5th-day pitch where you could see whether the ball could have some uneven bounce, the ball could turn out of the rough, the spinners couldn't capitalize. That is not the thing, but to survive on this 5th-day pitch, England has to be credited. Yes, it was not nothing much to really worry about, but I thought England played in a great manner to actually save this Test match. As I said, this will go down in history, and as one of those matches which had have been, one of those match-saving Test matches in Test history. Well, dear fans, friends, and subscribers, I don't have anything else to share. Unfortunately, I've got to end up my cricket show. I hope you all liked my cricket happening show today, and really congratulations to both the teams for giving the world fans such a wonderful spectacle of Test cricket in this Test series. That's it from me, your host Ram, for the show for today. See you all tomorrow. Until then, it's goodbye. Thank you.